Hi everybody, it's Veroosh. Welcome to my channel. We're taking a look at your week next week from the 19th through the 25th. I'm doing this early for a few reasons. One of them is that I'll be busy. That's the main one. And then I also want to prep you guys with the astrology because the astrology is really intense next week. And some of you know about it from your weekly this week, but some of you didn't get that memo yet. So we'll talk about that in a minute. You guys really liked the collective reading I did for you guys last week, so why don't we try it again? So this is your collective. Collective meaning the messages from this reading are for everyone, and some of them may resonate, some of them may not resonate, and I hope they give you some perspective. So these are the energies for the middle of July. So first card is the Two of Swords. It's really fitting because the moon has just entered into Libra this morning at the time of filming on July 15th. And this card is ruled by the moon in Libra. So perfect energy. Look at the little moon over her head. Very, very nice card. I really like this card. It's a really serene and peaceful card. Okay, then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on. And the Queen of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles, guys. You know what that means. Cheddar. That's what I was thinking. Okay, then we have the Emperor. And then we have the Fool, new beginning. Uranus is on the loose. I have something to tell you about Uranus today. Very exciting news. And Three of Cups. This is just our first row. So, okay, so what am I seeing for you at this time? I feel as though at this time it's very important for you to be very mindful of your energy. And actually that's why I'm doing the reading. The bigger picture is to help you guys use the astrology to the best of your knowledge to help you understand it and use it effectively. There's some things that you don't know yet about your circumstances. There's things that are outside of your reach. There's things that you have yet to find out. Someone has begun a journey with regard to money. It could be you or someone around you. If it's someone around you, it's going to affect you. This person has a goal of making money and being successful. And when they do become successful, that money is going to be in part yours or in part given to you. So there's someone who's very loyal, who's begun some type of journey towards financial goals or financial outcomes, but their intention is to be generous towards you. Okay, so let's see the next frequency. Around you, it's a very strong environment. You're being very close at this time with people who you trust, family and friends, and that will only increase when Leo season starts, when the moon enters into Leo on July 22nd. So at this time, bring your friends in super close, and there's going to be a reunion in your environment around the people who you're closest with. There's going to be a reunion. There's going to be some kind of, catch up. Someone who you haven't seen in a long time has overcome their problems and they're coming back. In terms of family news, I feel as though something new is happening in your family. It could be anything from the birth of a child to something new and exciting happening for someone in your family that will also make circumstances better for you. So just right away, in the first line, the Two of Swords just basically means you don't know everything yet, right? And so what's coming is that some things are changing around for you for the better, and you will soon find that out. But in the meantime, it's best to relax and to have a nice time, to enjoy yourself, and then allow these things to come through. Some new things are starting, and I sense that people will be telling you information, about these different things. So we have the Ten of Swords next. Something has been put to rest. There was a situation that was lowering your energy, lowering your ability to kind of deal with things. There was an extra pressure on your life. That is finalizing. It's over. There's a full moon in Aquarius on the 23rd, I'll mention in a minute, so maybe it has something to do with that. Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles, okay. Then we have the moon. So there's a lot of like lunar thinking about possibilities, wondering about things, waiting. Then we have the King of Wands. And then we have the Four of Wands, very nice card. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so I have a feeling that I feel like you're meant to go on your own direction. Someone needs something from you. That's very true. Someone needs your presence. They're reaching out to you. It could be at work. Some of you might actually hear from an old boss or an old job that you worked with before. They need your knowledge. They need your skills, and they're reaching out towards you. Definitely a conflict that has been holding you back is over. So whatever conflict between yourself and someone else that had happened, that was like an impediment in your life, that was stopping you from getting to where you are going, is going to suddenly release. And I feel like it could have even been something that you worried about, that you worried what would happen and what would come of this, and you were wary in some way of what was going on or how that would have an effect on your life. But suddenly it changes, and you have some new ideas, possibly to do with work, that you haven't been able to implement because you were wary of this other situation. So you said, if I begin these things, how will this other situation affect me? And so now you are set free. This Uranus energy. It could also be, I'm sensing for many of you, a close relationship, or there's a connection with family. So some of you, your work and what you're doing is connected with family, like a home-based business or something like that. But there's a great need for you. People want you, they need your help, but they may not be saying it straight off the bat. They may not be saying it up front. They may be hiding it. It might be a secret. There's also someone here for some of you who desires a relationship with you. Look, there's the Emperor, the Fool, and the Four of Wands. So there's someone who has a strong crush, but they don't believe that you will accept them. They don't believe that it will work out. And so I think that they've been holding back on their hopes and dreams towards you. But secretly, they still really have strong feelings, and that can change. They also see you as becoming much more available in the future as you had been in the past. They see that you were confounded by something, that you had something going on in your life which made you unavailable. So they may have been holding back for this reason, but they sort of understand that now things are freeing up for you, and circumstances are changing for the better. So they may give it another try to let you know their feelings. If it's not a love interest, it could be someone who has another interest towards you. They want something from you, such as they think that you would be a good employee, that you're good to have around. It could be a friend that has an idea for you. So their intentions are extremely sincere. I'm getting this is a person who is, how do you say? Well, they're a King of Wands, maybe a Sag, Leo, or Aries, but not necessarily so. But this person has a very, how do you say? They have a positive spirit, and they really just look for positivity from others and kindness, and those kinds of things. They don't care about emotions so much, and they don't care about like the mental, stuff. The vibe needs to be good for them, and when they feel the vibe, which they feel from you, then they're fully in it. But there was definitely some kind of conflict of interest between you and them in the past, which has stopped reunion. Okay, one more row and then we'll get into the astrology. We can talk about this for days, right? 7 of Swords. And then we have the 9 of Swords. These are good positions for these cards. So 10 of Wands. Someone definitely wants your attention. 8 of Cups. Look at these cards come through. Okay. So then we have the 7 of Cups. And then we have the King of Cups. Wow, this is a huge turnaround. Something else could unexpectedly show up in your life. And the High Priestess. So the first thing that I'm getting here is that something in your circumstances could very quickly turn around, and you could once again be, this is not all messages for one person, right? These are different frequencies that are coming in this reading. So it seems as though someone is far away from their partner, and there's a separation there of an emotional nature more so than anything else. And I feel like there's a very fast change for the better. Somebody gets their nerve up, somebody gets more confidence, and they show up right away, and suddenly out of a situation in which there's nothing, there's this person that's showing up and showing you their heart, their full intentions. That's the King of Cups in general. So it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but don't get hung up on the gender or the association with the zodiac that way. This person is the person who cares about you. You don't have like 15 of them unless you're a Virgo, but you don't have 15 of them. You have 1 or 2 maybe if you're lucky. And so there's a quick turnaround. I sense that you know them already. And this person shows up and brings like a feeling of comfort and home back around to you. Now let's talk about these cards. So I think you're going to hit a wall of dealing with interpersonal dynamics. Suddenly there'll be a lot for you to deal with. And people around you will want your attention. Suddenly somebody will want something from you. They'll want a lot of your time and attention. They see you as a benefit. They see you as a positive. And it kind of like it's a commitment. I don't think you want to not be there. I don't think that that's the case. But I think this person, I think it's like suddenly they want your attention. Okay? And so we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, and the 8 of Cups in this position. And I feel like at this time, you don't need to tell people everything that you're thinking. And in fact, when we talk through the astrology, I'll explain to you why that's the case. It'll be very, very clear why it's not a good idea to don't necessarily talk so much this week. This is a good week for observation and letting things sort of happen as they need to happen. What's happening is that some very intense conflict. At first I thought it was like, it's so over that the emotions around it are done. But now that I'm seeing this 9 of Swords, this brought a lot of stress onto somebody's shoulders, possibly yours. And so now this is the time in which that gets really resolved. There's a new idea that resolves it. There's a new perspective that is brought up that resolves it. And whatever has been so complicated about it gets resolved. And then there's this feeling that you want to run away from the issue. This is saying don't run away from the issue. You should definitely give it an opportunity to work out. So these frequencies are very demanding over here. The 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups, all of these cards, very, very demanding energy. It's not bad. It's just going to require from you a lot of things that you have to do to get done. And then while you're doing these things, you might be bored or whatever. You're like, I have to do these things. You know, these are my chores. These are my tasks. And then suddenly this shows up in your life in one way or another. And somebody like offers you something with their whole heart. There's generosity, and suddenly you have a home. Suddenly you have a place. And suddenly this is a really huge shift here. Somebody really opens their heart to you. And the High Priestess in some way is you understanding the dynamics of how everything played out, why certain things worked, why other things didn't. You're going to come to a big realization this week and find out more information about the circumstances that are going on in your life, and then you'll be able to sort of understand where they're coming from, or what's going on for them, why they are the way they are. Okay? So I hope you guys like this collective message. I know I've been posting a lot, but now you're not going to see me for a couple days. So over the last 4 or 5 days, I posted a weekly, which I don't usually do, right? And I did that because the astrology is so intense this week that I want to show you guys what's going on, and I want to show you guys how to use it. This type of astrology that's happening right now is a type of astrology like how I like it, and how I like to do astrology, and how I think of astrology. Basically, transits are happening, and it gives us an opportunity to reflect on what's going on in our lives and why, and how can we use that energy, no matter if it's positive or negative, to our betterment. And this week, there's some real opportunities that you guys hopefully know about. Anyway, I did a sign by sign series, so that, because I never felt like I really answered that question. So there's a video for every single zodiac sign for this week and into next week, with the astrology in detail explained, helping you to understand where we're at and where we're going. Okay? Unfortunately, maybe I posted too much. I was trying not to overpost or, overdo anything, but the notifications didn't go out on 3 videos. The Gemini video, the Virgo video, and the Aquarius video. And so when notifications don't go out, the video suffers, because the first 2 hours are very important in the video. And so to add to this, many of you didn't get to see it because it doesn't get pushed out in the same way. So if you want, I made a playlist for you guys down in the description. I'm also going to put it in the card right here, that is going to have that series, as well as what's coming in for you for love by the end of the year. That was the second series by sign that I did a week ago. And you guys can catch up on those frequencies. I highly recommend them. They're very high quality and they're really great. But what are we going to do moving forward about notifications? I need to figure out a system that works. I don't think that it's going to be Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo that's not going to get notified each time. I think it's going to get varied. And I think I was within the rules of everything. I think it's a problem with the system or something. I had posted 2 videos that day, so it wasn't like I was being too over the top. So if you're wanting to get notified for my videos, for now, what we're going to do is write a comment in the comment section, not live. If you're live, then don't comment anything, okay? But go into the comments in the description after the video is posted, and hashtag your comment with hashtag notify. This is going to be a way in which I can check later who wants to get notifications. And when your video comes up, I will send you a reply to your comment. So I'm not going to reply right away. And then when I post a comment for your videos, I'll send you a, hey, how are you sort of thing. So this will be a way for us to keep in touch. And hopefully this will help you. If you want notifications for specific signs, like your sun, moon, and rising, then type notify space and write out every single sign that you want to get notified for. So notify hashtag notify space Taurus, hashtag notify space Virgo. We'll figure out something else later, but for now, this is the best I can kind of figure out as far as a solution to this problem. I've asked YouTube to help me out, so hopefully they'll get back to me with an answer on this. But yeah, so Virgo, Aquarius, and Gemini, your videos are up as well. Taurus, your video is coming out later today. I just wanted to put this out first to do the live, and then I'll do your weekly. So don't worry about it. The videos that came out yesterday and today go towards the 22nd, so you get a full week of answers, and everything's copacetic and great. I've also received, continued to receive questions about the sun, moon, rising videos. What should I watch for? Because there's a bunch of people online that are saying you have to watch for your rising, nothing else works, and that's just simply not true. I answered this this question in my Venus, Mars, and Moon video. This is the thumbnail that I'm showing you now. So go to that video and watch the intro, and I explain how that works, what's important about it, and maybe, you can understand. But just in general, watch for what resonates. Don't worry about what people say. I would not recommend watching Sidereal Leo in a Western astrologer's video. That's me. You're going across systems, and so don't watch Leo in my videos if you're a sidereal Leo. That doesn't work. But in terms of tarot, you can watch any Leo video you want, right? So that's okay. What else do I want to say? Okay, so this is the last announcement, class, everyone. So in the last few videos, they got very long. And I realized that I wanted to go slowly to explain the astrology. Not everybody is at the same level with astrology, so going fast can really overwhelm people. And secondarily, not everybody's English is first language. And so for some people, it's just harder when you throw in words in a new lexicon, new words from astrology. On top of that, they're just learning English. So I want to make this accessible. And I feel like it's better for me to deliver the message carefully rather than I have a habit of, just really rattling off the different transits and so forth. But I'm kind of liking the slower pace, and I'm getting good feedback on it. So I have a suggestion for those of you who are interested in watching something faster. So if you don't like the slow pace, I have a solution. And we're just testing it. So if you really hate it, let me know in the comments. It's fine. But if you don't like the slow pace and you know astrology and you just want to know the transits, go down here in the player and hit the speed of the playback. And you can control that to 1.5 or even 2. When I watch my videos, I watch them at double speed. That means that I'm talking really fast, but actually because I'm talking slow in the video, it's not so fast. So there's your solution. So I'm going to stick to what I'm doing with the last of the weeklies, with the slower pace, deeper explanation videos. But if you want something faster, then double time me, and then you'll get through the video faster. So a 40-minute video becomes 20 minutes, which is much easier to get through, especially if you're busy. So why don't we talk about astrology now? I want to say hi to everyone in chat. Nice to see you. I know it's a lot of information. So I wanted to do a video on next week and talk tie it in with this week, and this is a good day to do that. Today, the North Node is with Aldebaran. I've been talking about this a lot. I'm excited. This is D-Day. Chiron's going retrograde today. So all those problems, all those things weighing us down are fading away. And our focus on what our true path is, what's in our heart of hearts, is at a rise. To add to this, you've probably heard me say some things. I'm just doing a summary. To add to this, we have this big grand trine energy between Mercury and placements in Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune, and then the moon in Scorpio that will be in Scorpio on the 17th and 18th of July. Not everybody heard this, so I'm just repeating myself. So this week, the 12th through the 18th, is a heart-opening energy. We feel more at ease and forgiving of each other. We're hopeful. We're looking forward to this. There's the conjunction of Venus and Mars, and with the moon on Monday, we just have a big push of energy towards feeling hope, okay? Over this weekend, and I want to preface this because I try to separate my astrology in terms of talking about like benefic transits and then less intense ones. So this week, the things I need to talk about have some problematic aspects to them. So if you don't feel comfortable with astrology, you may want to sit this one out. I'm going to go through some quick transits for everybody right now, but then I'll tell you when you can go if you're triggered by certain messages, okay? I totally understand, but I need to tell everybody exactly what's going on. So let's go through like the bigger picture of what's happening in the next week, the 19th through the 25th, that you want to be aware of. Let's start with the moon, okay? So the moon starts in Sagittarius on the 19th and will enter into Capricorn on the 21st. Then we'll enter into Aquarius on the 23rd. That's when we have the full moon in Aquarius at 1 degree Aquarius. Very exciting full moon. And then the weekend, we will have the moon in Pisces. And so this is a very nice transit for all of us. There will be a heightened set of interactions with each other. There will be more information shared between people, like interacting, sharing information, negotiating what they want, figuring out their conflicts of interest. It's a really good vibe. And so, like I said, there's a full moon in Aquarius on the 23rd. I'm just figuring out what I want to do for it, but it's very likely that I'll do something dedicated to the full moon. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. The full moon is at 1 degree Aquarius. And then what else can I say? Oh, we have 2 sign changes. So first, the sun enters into Leo on the 22nd of July. And so we move from the water, emotional energy of Cancer towards the fiery, passionate Leo. Meow, meow. Happy birthday, Leos. The second sign change next week, that's a big deal, is Venus is moving into Virgo from Leo. So fiery Venus turns into 9 of Pentacles Venus. You know, very, very focused and organized and ready to take over the world. I know they don't like the word boss babe, but it's kind of like boss babe energy. So Virgo's entering into, Venus is entering into Virgo as well. So now I'm really going to hit the transit. So if you get triggered by talking about things holistically and hearing messages that could be problematic, I'll see you in a few minutes when we're doing the tarot, okay? So now, hi guys, thanks, you brave souls, thanks for joining me. Let's talk about some of the dynamics that you want to be aware of. Remember, when I'm telling you the astrology, I'm trying to show you where to put emphasis and what to be aware of so that you can use your own psychology, your own experiences to use this energy to your benefit. So just to backtrack a little bit, we have this grand water trine happening from the weekend, 17th and 18th on. And so this is a heart-opening energy in which we're more hopeful and open than ever, okay? The difficulty and why I've done all these videos starts on the 17th of July when the sun forms an opposition to Pluto, okay? And so in this, you know, when we're open on vacation, when we're having fun and our defenses are down, it's the time when we're most vulnerable, right? And when the sun forms an opposition to Pluto, things need to be addressed. Particularly, things need to be addressed with power structures that suppress us, with people that hold us down, with circumstances that are difficult. I talked about this in detail in your sign by sign video. So check out the playlist, this week's videos or something. I called it like that. It's in the comments up here. So Sun opposite Pluto will have a big pushback energy of all the injustices that we face in the world. Our Sun, our being, and when this happens, the Sun will be still in Cancer, something within you will spark, and you will want to defeat and confront any kind of tyrannical power that suppresses you. That's number one. So again, just to be clear, the problem isn't just fighting back, which is great, but it's the mix of being emotionally open and fluid, while at the same time something will come up that will make you really want to check somebody and really want to address something that's unfair. And the more unfair it is in your life, the more you will want to, address that. Or someone around you will want to defend you. All sorts of different things, okay? So the next transit that we want to talk about, it's a bit problematic, but I'm going to demystify it for you guys. Lilith, that was in Taurus for 10 months, is now moving into Gemini. So Lilith will be in Gemini from the 18th of July until April 2022. And so this is a 10-month transit. It's not here often. I call it the snake tongue energy, which means a tongue lashing, mean words. The shift of Lilith in this energy will be like cruel things being said to other people. But let's talk about Lilith a little bit. And I'm sorry if this doubles up on some of your zodiac readings, that I'm repeating myself. Not everybody got this energy, this explanation, and I realize that I need to talk about it now. So for the last several years, I've talked about Lilith a lot. And that's because Lilith has created conjunctions with outer bodies, such as, Jupiter in Sagittarius, I think Jupiter in Scorpio, Jupiter, Saturn in Sagittarius, Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter again. And so in essence, the transit of Lilith has been problematized by the conjunctions it was making around the zodiac, okay? So that's why I had her in my chart, showing to you guys. It wasn't Lilith alone. And I want to really stress to you guys that Lilith is a minor transit. And one of the reasons why there's a lot of hype about her online is that it's like a sexy, seductive, mysterious transit, and it's impositional. People might be intimidated by it. It might be like exciting. So it's like good marketing fodder, right? And so a lot of people, like, Lilith is a legitimate transit, but at the same time, it's also something that is more of a marketing tactic and like something that sounds good, as opposed to something that has as much power as Uranus does, for example. So now that she's out of these conjunctions in the other signs, you should be much less worried and frightened that this transit is going to harm you or cause you problems. I do make comments throughout your readings of what to be wary of with Lilith and Gemini. And the main big picture is like stay away from conflicts and arguing with people, or like just don't get into like back and forth verbal stuff with others, because they or you can channel this energy and it could become mean. But it's by no means the top evil transit that you have to be afraid of. I would be much more afraid or intimidated by Pluto than Lilith, and so there's much more, and no transit is purely evil. But Lilith in Gemini is coming in for 10 months until April, and it's not as big of a deal as it's made out to be online. So take a deep breath. You're fine. You're good. Okay? So I wanted to have this talk with you guys because, so we have the opposition between the Sun and Pluto, and this is you fighting back for your own power. The second transit will be Mercury opposite Pluto. That will happen next weekend. So Sun opposite Pluto this weekend, the 17th and 18th of July, and then the 24th and 25th of July will have Mercury in this position. So when that happens, Mercury will want to speak up. So you'll hear a lot of exposed circumstances coming out. People will speak with passion about what they need, and that's a great energy. But the downfall, or like the negative aspect of that, is when we're very open emotionally, we might react more, right? Like when we're really in our emotions with this grand water trine, we might get emotional and say things we regret later. So be wary of that. Address the circumstances, but do it with a rational mind. Okay, so there's two more things that I want to talk about, and they all have good outcomes. So this week is open-hearted, lovey-dovey energy, where our hopes are highest, we have high self-confidence. All of these things are at a high point. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, we have some difficult energies. Chiron will create a square to Mercury, which will make us feel as though we can't speak up for the things that we need. And this will feed directly into the Pluto opposition next week, when we finally do speak up for the things we need. So we may feel silenced, we may feel discouraged, we may feel intimidated. This transit is highest on the 19th of July. Okay? To add to this, as Venus enters into Virgo, she forms an opposition to Jupiter. And again, we will feel as though luck has left us. So you can see how this week, the 12th through the 18th, we feel at our best, or we feel finally encouraged, like circumstances are improving. And then the next week shows up, and then suddenly something pops our balloon, and suddenly we feel discouraged, like things can't happen. Things show up in our lives that are obstacles to what our goals are. And I'm here to do this reading with you guys to tell you to not be discouraged, to feel confident, and to continue with the things you figure out today. The exact point of Aldebaran conjunction with the North Node is today, July 15th. So whatever you're coming into realization about yourself, about your life, and who you are, keep that in your heart, write it down, and next week when you feel intimidated, or like you can't speak up, or like things are getting in the way, which is real life stuff, like this is what happens, then carry that forward, the confidence that you found this week. The other transits are just temporary. They're like little pieces of discouragement. So don't let the world discourage you from what you found today. Okay? And the answer next week, it's not all bad. I told you it's a good outcome. When Mercury forms this square to Chiron, we'll feel as though like I'm not good enough, or these are the reasons why it can't happen for me. Those kinds of rhetoric can happen in your mind. However, on the 20th, on Tuesday of July, Mercury forms a sextile to Uranus. Yay! We love this, Uranus. And I want to highlight Uranus for you guys here because this is good news. So Uranus is in Taurus, right? And since it's been in Taurus, which is like since 2018, a couple years now, it's been confounded by difficult transits, including Lilith, right? Lilith has been in Taurus with Uranus for the last 10 months. And so something's been ruining Uranus's transit in Taurus this entire time it's been there. And so finally, Lilith leaves Taurus and Uranus gets to really come out. So when I did your guys' tarot and I was excited to see the Fool come up, this new beginning with your family, I'm going to find it and show you guys. That's what I was excited about when this Fool came up, because this card is ruled by Uranus. And so basically, Uranus is an amazing planet of change and transformation and like breakthrough energy. Very radical, very cool, very up on the up and up. And so it's been suppressed by these other transits all this time. And now you finally break through and you get to fully participate in this Uranus energy. So Uranus really comes out shining. And how that affects Mercury is that it forms a beautiful sextile to Mercury on the 20th of July. And so all the ways you can't talk because the systems or the situations that you're in prevent you from doing that, finally you found new ways of expressing yourself. So you can't say things that you want to say in the old ways, but Uranus gives you a new opportunity to express yourself in a new direction, in a new way. Out with the old and in with the new. And what I called this reading was No Evil Shall Prosper. And that was what I was referring to in part. The discouragement that hits us early on next week will not last a long time because very quickly we will find new solutions. Okay, last transit to tell you guys about. The last transit is the opposition between Venus and Jupiter. I wanted to explain that dynamic a little bit closer. This is particularly important for those of you who are in relationships, and it's a little bit of a warning. So Venus and Mars are a hot couple. They go back and forth. It's really like a love story, romance kind of situation. But Jupiter is the perfect husband. And so Venus is opposite Jupiter at this time, which means that you're with your significant others. You may feel more distant or estranged than ever before when Venus is opposite. If you're not in a relationship, you may feel like luck is taking you out of the way of love and things are just not working in your favor. That's on its own an uncomfortable transit, and it will happen middle of next week, Wednesday and Thursday. And so it happens again once every, I don't know, year, 11 months or so. So it's not too common, but it happens. The difficulty is that this opposition between Venus and Jupiter creates a square onto Lilith, who's now in Gemini. And what I think this means is be very wary of snakes in your midst. Be very wary of evil people getting in on your love business, whether it's with your partner or whether it's just on your own. Somebody may be picking up on the fact that there is some sensitivity there at this time, and they will play with their knives and do evil things. And so be aware of this energy. But I have a good outcome for you with that as well. The sun will create a sextile almost at the same time with Lilith and essentially expose anybody who's doing evil things. So in other words, you just need to sit back and have confidence. Don't feed into the negativity. If somebody is gassing up your husband by saying negative things, or if somebody's spreading rumors about you to discourage someone's interest in you, whatever the situation is, third party meandering, meddling energy. It's not going to be long before the sun creates a sextile to Lilith and clarifies the issue. So this person that's doing whatever they're doing, sneaky deaky little things, it's not going to last forever. So in summary, this whole week is a shift from the 12th through the 18th being very open-hearted and very welcoming, to the 19th through the 25th on being more on guard. But essentially all you need to do is relax, sit back, and let everything work itself out, and don't let things psych you out. Psych you out means don't let things overwhelm you or discourage you from believing that good outcomes are possible, because every little problem that comes up next week will be short-term and temporary. Okay? So I covered everything that I wanted to say. I know it's like a long explanation, but we're not gonna do a weekly sign by sign next week, so I thought that I would do that. So what I want to do before we start the sign by sign, I want to show you guys how I do the sign by sign, so I don't have to explain it every single time. So what we do is we draw 7 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, one for every single day of the week, right? Monday through Sunday. And you can choose the order on your own. So you can choose like this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like a pick a card, okay? Or you can go along with my order and I read sequentially 1 through 7 like this. So it's up to you how you take the messages as they come. And then on the bottom is our overview, central focus, energy. So I'm going to go sign by sign and kind of delve into your sign a little bit. I really encourage that you watch your weekly from this week because it's a real good explanation of what next week is all about. Okay, so here we go. Let's begin, everyone. Let me know how you guys like the astrology, or if it's too much or just enough. Some of you guys love it. Some of you guys are ambivalent towards it and want the tarot. So I understand both. When I did the test, on the community page, tarot won by a landslide. So I know you guys all prefer tarot. Let's begin. Okay. So here is our first message. So we start with Taurus. So hi Tauruses, your weekly is coming up and it's going to cover the period from today through the 22nd. So very exciting. Okay, Tauruses, let's take a look at your transits or your tarot. I'm not looking at the transit so much for this. This is just tarot, okay? Okay, so at the bottom we have the 7 of Wands. So this is a week in which defending yourself or standing up for what you believe is very important. Let's take a look through the cards and see what's going on. Monday or day 1, we have Page of Wands. There's definitely on the horizon a new beginning for you, Taurus. You're ready to take a departure from where you're at. That's that Uranus energy that sort of steps into its full frequency for you at this time. I feel like the imagery of your energy at this time is the shackles are coming off. So things that are holding you back, Taurus, are going to be removed. And so on Monday or day 1, you're feeling that energy. It may not be apparent to everybody, but it's coming. Tuesday that we have the Page of Pentacles. That's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Possibly energy. 2 pages together. It's exciting. Something exciting is happening. 2 people are brainstorming something like we want to begin this or we want to go in this direction. There's definitely some kind of something in the works that people are excited about in your life. The next message is Wednesday, day 3, and then we have the King of Swords. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, possibly. So I feel as though that in the beginning part of this week, there's definitely someone is approaching someone else with an idea and the other person is meant to make a decision about it. And so this is, again, you know, standing up for yourself can mean I have this great idea, I want to initiate it. And I feel like there's someone who's making a deliberation on the idea that is being brought to them. Okay? The next message is the 9 of Swords, and this is for Thursday or day 4, depending. This is Mars in Gemini. I have a feeling that I think that it feels as though someone is bringing an idea to someone else, and there's quite a bit of self-doubt involved. It's probably to do with the fact that it's you're branching out in a direction that you were not pursuing before. So you're sort of in a new environment. You're trying to begin something new. You're trying to show up in a good way to show them that you're like professional or that you know what you're doing, you know what you're saying. It's also true that information could be brought to someone at this time who's going to be thinking about the information that is being brought to them. Then we have the 6 of Swords with this moving on energy. There's definitely a feeling here, Taurus, of departure. This is Friday or day 5. I really feel as though there's a departure. There's a feeling of wanting to go a different direction. If this person does not approve your idea or what you want, then you're ready to leave to find a better environment, to be received better. Uranus, like I said, if you didn't watch astrology, watch the part on Uranus because it's very important for you. Uranus is in Taurus and it's not been in its full frequency until now. And until now, it's been under a square to Saturn, which it's breaking at this time. It's also been under Lilith with Lilith transit in Taurus. And so for your sign, this transit has been impeded. And so you haven't had the radical frequency of Uranus so much. It hasn't been that off the wall. But now it's going to begin. And with that comes, I'm an Aquarian moon. So Uranus is like my soul. And it's almost like someone putting their foot down in front of you and you're like, you better try me. You know, like not necessarily in a confrontational way, but almost like not being caught up or tied to things and being willing to sacrifice things for the bigger picture. Hold on, I think we're getting problem with the internet. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. Are you guys having problems with the internet? I paid my internet bill yesterday. Hi everyone. I'm just going to wait it out to see what's going on because it seems as though there's like a problem with the internet. Oh, there it goes. So, okay. Hi guys, I'm back. Let me know. Didn't pay attention. So, okay, somebody said something. No, everything's fine because it started turning red and I was like, oh shit. So Taurus, radical Taurus is out, which means that like if somebody crosses you and you really need to go in a particular direction, it's sayonara. You're out of there. You're going. Nobody's going to stop your path at this time, Taurus. And then we have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits in water. This is Saturday energy on the 24th. I didn't highlight this in the astrology, and I promise I'm not going to do this to every sign, but we have a trine between Mercury and Neptune happening on next Saturday. So there's Mercury right there, and Neptune is right here. This is Aries chart, but still, it's going to be like speaking from the heart, having powerful conversations, telling people how you feel, speaking with inspiration. This is the time to really move forward for you, Taurus. This is the time for you to change your direction if that's what you want. Then we have the Hierophant, which is your card, Taurus. It really feels as though you're dealing with a situation that was hampering you down, that was holding you down in some way, keeping you from fully doing and being who you are and what you are. And I think that at this time, you are going to really confront whatever systems and circumstances in your life that are preventing you from leveling up and doing more so that you can do that. You will sacrifice your job, whatever else, in order to get it. And if it's a relationship, you'll sacrifice that too. If your partner's not letting you to live freely and holistically, it's sayonara. It's time to go. Okay? So I was wondering whether to do this, but let's try this. So this is a dice that has the different transits on it. We have Mars. So Martian energy for Taurus this week. This means it's a time of action. It's a time for you to assert yourself. This is Mars in Leo, the Seven of Wands. Let's take a look at your dice, which are the 3 signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising, that are important for you. We have the Aquarian energy. Come on, focus. Not on the live. Don't fail me now. Okay, Aquarius, you trust me. Then we have Libra. I really like when it focuses on the dice, if you guys haven't noticed. And Scorpio, important for you as well. So just with Scorpio, be aware that on the 17th and 18th of July, the moon is in Scorpio. You will have powerful feelings about your situation. You're going to change your world over the next couple weeks, and some of it is going to be confrontational energy, especially with the systems and people that hold you back, okay? So I'll be out with your weekly reading and we'll look at this in more detail, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this, okay? Thank you. So let's see the next sign. We have Scorpio. Speaking of the devil, Scorpios, your weekly reading is up. And let's take a look at what's going on for you in terms of your tarot, your frequencies for the week of the 19th through the 25th. Okay. And let me know if you guys like these early weekly readings. I've done them just because of circumstances the last couple weeks. And I don't have a clear feeling of whether you like them or not. So let me know in the comments if you do. Okay, so let's see. On the bottom we have, again, Seven of Wands. So Taurus and Scorpio are a polarity, which means that they mirror each other. So I'm not surprised about that. And the nodes are moving into your signs. I think that the nodal shift to Scorpio Taurus is going to be a power move. I think that we are all going to go through kind of taking control of our lives. I think we're doing a lot of exploring with the North Node in Gemini. And when the North Node moves into Taurus, I think we'll take actual steps to gain more stability in our lives, more strength, become assertive. Monday energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So what's on your mind, what's in your heart, are some long-term goals. There could be a person who's important for you on Monday reaching out to you. They may be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. The second transit we have is it's not transit, is the Empress. And this is on Tuesday. So it really looks as though somebody is approaching another person with gifts or offers or declarations. It just feels as though the Empress is about to receive some things. The Empress is ruled by Venus and is also the card of Taurus. So there could be an overlap between the two of you. Scorpios, you're going to feel very beautiful this week. Be careful with spending on cosmetics and personal care products or clothes. Aesthetic things, you might overspend this week if you're not careful. Wednesday, we have the Hanged Man, which is a Neptune card. Neptune is beautifully aspected by the Sun and Mercury this week. It really is the saving grace. I didn't highlight that in the astrology probably as much as I should have, but especially with your transits in Scorpio, it's creating these grand trines and like inspiration, open-heartedness, taking a break so that you can absorb the frequencies around you, taking time out with the person you love so that you can just be with each other with open hearts. If you're single, just spending time with yourself and nurturing yourself. So you don't mind taking time off this week to really indulge in these big frequencies of hope and desire. And so there's a real openness all around you that will cause you to be a little bit, how do you say, not necessarily with the Hanged Man. You're not going to rush at things so much. You're going to take your time. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It really feels as though someone just overall has some very good intentions towards another person. And I feel as though this is a message for those of you who are experiencing delays in love. That person really, really wants to reach out. They see you as the Empress. They see you as the wife. But there have been delays that are outside of your control. And here you are, the Queen of Pentacles, just sitting there waiting, you know, for her prince to come. And so she doesn't mind. She's taking care of her own things and she's having a good time in life. It looks like you're being quite successful financially at this time, Scorpio. And so but this approach is happening. There's just some delays. So this person is approaching. And if you're the person who's approaching, Scorpio, because the Knight can be a woman or a man and the Queen can be a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. But the Knight is approaching the Empress, the Queen. And so whatever your position is, if you're the one approaching, then I think it has a lot to do with your self-confidence, and it has a lot to do with not self-confidence. Sorry, I misspoke. The Knight of Pentacles is approaching the Queen of Pentacles. You're very determined about what you want, and it's like there's like confidence behind your actions, and you're waiting for the right time to do this. So it's all about like perfect timing and acknowledging outside forces that might be delaying things in the meantime, but your determination is very strong. This person's determination is very strong towards the other person. Very, very confident about their feelings. Then we have the Four of Cups. And so again, look at this offer. This person wholeheartedly wants to offer something to the other person. In terms of like daily messages on Friday next week or day number 5, you might be receiving invitations, invites, people reaching out, encouraging you towards something, towards interaction. Then on Saturday, we have the Six of Wands. Victory is yours. It's like patience. I just feel like patience is the key in this situation for you, Scorpio. And I feel like it's been a long situation that could have lasted months. And you waited for the right time to... It feels as though... I feels like you're waiting, Scorpio, for something. And you've been waiting for the right time to move towards the goals that you want beyond this relationship aspect. And like... to move forward, now is the time. You're moving forward. You feel as though the threats have been removed, and now this is the time in which you can be successful in this direction. We have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. There's someone who's discouraging you in your victory, so you'll know who that is. There's someone who's naysaying. It might be from very good intentions. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But somebody's coming through with like very, very strong opinions. But they don't have to be an air sign. It's just someone with a very strong opinion trying to discourage you from the direction you're going. It could also be you turning from a Knight of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles, which means that you want to take a particular step in your life towards leveling up. And you've had this vision for yourself, this goal, this destination, and now that you're here, it's like almost there. And just when you're almost at where you've wanted to be, somebody comes in with saying, watch out, Scorpio, you don't want to do this because... But I don't necessarily think that that is the right answer, because you have the Victory card and the Queen of Pentacles here. So you've... like where you've gone, what you've earned is essentially yours. And so I don't feel like this is a harping negative energy. I feel like this is sympathetic, and this person's just missing the point. So, you know, hear them out, hear what they have to say, but you know your destiny, you know where you're going, and good things come to those who wait, I guess, right? Okay, so yeah, remember our card, which is the Seven of Wands, determination, self-confidence. Let's roll the dice for the transit that's kind of important. So we have Uranus, and so Uranus is in your 7th house right now. For those of you who want a relationship with someone who's unorthodox, because Uranus in the 7th house will bring unorthodox, strange people into your life, people that you're not usually attracted to, or usually wouldn't even meet. Uranus is finally pushing out of its negative aspects. And so Uranus is sort of free finally in Taurus in your 7th house. And so now those connections, I can see where the opposition is in your life. People don't understand why you're choosing this path, why you're choosing this person. But Uranus brings blessings, and this is just what the doctor ordered. You know, this is your fixed sign, and Uranus is such an antidote for fixed energy, and it really so helpful. Okay, so let's see what signs might be important for you this week. We have 2 air signs, so unorthodox. We have Libra. We have Aquarius. Okay, and then we have Aries. So all of these frequencies are not traditionally your ideal partners, but it could be their sun, moon, or rising, or something about them that will be like those signs. Okay, so let's continue on. How are you guys liking this reading? Is this a good pace for you? We have Virgo. Hey, Virgos. So your notification did not go out. Your video for the weekly is in that playlist, as well as your video for the rest of the year for love. I did a love reading, you guys, for the rest of the year. So exciting. Okay, so let's see your cards. And if you don't know how this works, watch the intro. I explained it there. Okay, 7 cards, 7 days of the week. On the bottom, we have the Knight of Wands. Sag, Leo, or Aries. Virgo, you're flirting with someone. You're flirting with someone. Someone's flirting with you. And it's very cute energy. Just don't get too serious about it. I would say don't put your trust and energy in this situation. I didn't tell you guys this, but before I was laying this out, I saw a 3 of Swords kind of flash at me in the underbelly of the cards. And so I feel like it's potential danger so be on guard with this person. And especially with like the Leo sun, this is our 12th house. So these are like things come up from the underbelly in our lives at this time, Virgo, before our birthday. So if it's getting too edgy, if it's getting too crazy, you may want to back out to save some hurt feelings, okay? But you have the sun here, Virgo, so it feels good. Whoever is giving you attention, there's happiness and hope, and this card will radiate for the rest of the week. You're having a good week, Virgo. Venus is moving into Virgo. That's wonderful for our sign. Mars is going to move into Virgo next week. So you have just a bunch of positive energy from all the signs. And all the transits are improving for you, Virgo. So this week, I think that you're going to feel happy at heart, just good frequency, good energy. Here's a download. I feel like you're not supposed to ground yourself into any one relationship. It feels like when you try to ground yourself into a relationship with someone else, they may not produce the same type of reciprocity that you are looking for. Then we have the Emperor here, Mars in this position. I feel as though there's things for you to achieve. Be patient with the things that are growing for you because they're going to be so bountiful and positive. I feel like there's great luck around you. Do you know, okay, how about this? I have this hummingbird feeder. You guys know I love the hummingbirds. And the way that the feeder works is you add water to sugar and you put it in the hummingbird feeder. And what happens is all these wasps start to come to it during the summer because it's sugar water, right? So it attracts them. So here is your wasp and here is your hummingbird. Do you see my point? So what I see is a good situation evolving for you, Virgo. I talked about this in your love forecast for the rest of the year and in your weekly. But I think in the meantime, especially as Jupiter is going back into Aquarius out of your 7th house into the 6th house, don't mistake flirtation or inconsequential relationships for the real deal, Holyfield. Like, it's coming. Your hummingbird is coming. It's a bigger picture energy. It's not necessarily to do with this week. And this is a reminder for you to not get discouraged or put yourself in the line of fire of wasps, you know? Okay. And that is not a racial joke. I promise. That was not intended like that, but that's so funny. Okay. So we have the 10 of Wands in the next position. And so you have a lot of things to focus on at this time, Virgo. So don't let like little bits and pieces distract you. Get your things done. Get your head in the right place. Don't answer to anybody. Don't let passing comments of a negative nature or distracting nature get in the way. You have some big things in the works, Virgo. And in the meantime, your success comes from addressing the little things that you must do. All your chores need to be done. And then Thursday, we have day 4, King of Pentacles, baby. That's you, Virgo. So you're working towards some very strong energy for you. You're really aligning with, you're setting yourself up for when Jupiter enters into Pisces in December. And so that is going to be your 7th house. You're going to be balling. You're going to be great. You're going to take care of all the things that you need to take care of to get what you want. Venus is going to be opposite of Jupiter this week. And Venus is at the 1st degree of Virgo. And then Mars is going to be opposite Jupiter next week in the 1st degree of Virgo. So all of Virgo Leos are feeling the pang of that. That is our critical, difficult transit for some of us. Don't allow like small discouragements this week discourage you from thinking of the big picture. You're way ahead from where you need to be. You have achieved so much. Don't get discouraged by little things happening. Don't let them convince you that you're not on top of it all, that you're not really on top of your game, and that you're building big things for yourself. Friday, we have the 5 of Wands. So, I feel like you're nervous, like the person that you're interested in or the person that you're with is not going to pull through. There's a real anxiety here about flightiness. There's a real anxiety about if you focus on your work, the things that you love will run away from you. That's not going to be happening. Also, as I mentioned in the astrology, when Lilith is in Aquarius, in the T-square between Venus and Jupiter, Venus is in Virgo, you're going to feel this there's going to be this left field feeling like things are not going to work out. Those are they're not legitimate concerns. They're just like spooky things under your bed that you don't dare look under your bed for fear of monsters. Okay, it's a fake monster. It's imagination. 8 of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo, good energy. You just need to put your effort down. The goal here is so huge. Like the goal and the outcome is so prosperous for you, Virgo. You are going in such a positive direction. The big picture, the other thing that I get here is that you're like working into a frequency of who you're meant to be. And no matter where you are in life, your lessons up until now have in some way informed the whole picture of your strength and your resilience. And so you're growing towards that. So even if you have not achieved everything that you wanted up until this point at this time, you're still on that path to like really stable, considerable greatness. So working hard is important. And then we have this 2 of Cups. Now, I have 2 of Cups twice in this deck. This is the friend version. And so I think be a friend to yourself. Take care of yourself. Be friends to the people around you. All of these things are good. Just don't allow your mind to tell you that you're not going in the direction you're going or that things will escape you. They're not. You're fine. Just don't act anxious, and I don't mean that to be triggering to anyone, but I mean don't act out of nervousness that something's going to fall apart, that something's going to run away, that's going to leave you hanging. If you focus on something else, go focus on something else. Take care of yourself. The bigger picture is waiting, okay? And the longer that you wait with addressing that issue or the responsibilities that you have to address, the more problematic your situation. So you're just working against yourself by being nervous and avoiding something. So we have Neptune here. Neptune is in Pisces, opposite Virgo in the 7th house. And so there's these questions. 7th house is partnership, right? So there's our doubt about partnership. It's like being with your boyfriend or girlfriend in the woods, in the fog, and like you take one step away and like, where's my boyfriend? Where's my girlfriend? Where are they? Where did they go? So Neptune at this time is going to make you feel like, love is evasive, or like things are going to run away from you if you don't pay attention to them. You're fine. Take care of yourself. Work yourself up this week. Nothing's going anywhere, okay? Here are your... Sorry for the pep talk. So here are the most important signs for Virgo for this week. We have Sagittarius. And if you're single, it's like, don't be anxious that you haven't found love yet. That's the other message. So Pisces, important. That's that Neptune in Pisces. And Cancer. So good old Cancer. Cancer sun until the 22nd. Okay, so good luck, you guys. Have a wonderful week. And I'll talk to you soon. I'm so quiet, eh? I've done a lot of readings this week. I'm like talked out. Hi, everyone. So we have Aries next. Hi, Aries. Nice to see you. Let's take a look at your astrology for this week, or your tarot for this week. I'm excited for Aries. Okay. So let's see what's up for Aries. People, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so we have 10 of Pentacles on the bottom for Aries. You know, it feels so good that that Chiron has gone retrograde in your sign. Finally, they can get off your case and watch your weekly reading on more information astrologically as to why. But I feel like you've been under, like, in the pressure cooker with this Chiron transit, and it affects self-confidence a lot in Aries. And this is where it's kind of your strong point, but also your soft spot, self-confidence is. And so something messing with that is not easy necessarily. So Chiron retrograde is a big plus for you. And in some way you gain more confidence towards the direction you're going. And I think a lot of this, Aries, for you has to do with your family and friends. Your family and friends becomes central and very, very successful time for you, feeling at one with the people who matter. They're calling you back when they said they would. They're just falling. Your relationships are falling into place. Monday is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you, Aries, putting up your guard and being selective about how you use your energy. This is the focus of this week. Choose how you use your energy. There will be all sorts of pressures at this time that will in some way, drain you if you let them. People will be turning to you to have an opinion on something that you don't necessarily want to say anything about. And I feel like your best response to all of it is to just avoid the conversation. I think that essentially with this transit, Aries, yeah, you're just avoiding the conversation. You don't want to have this conversation. You want to keep things good. You don't want to like delve into negativities about people and saying, or it's not even a conversation about other people. It's like people want to have like a deeper conversation with you at this time, and you're just not invested in that. Like you just want to live your life and you don't want to have that big cathartic release. The next message is the Hermit card, which is Virgo. You know what, Aries? I feel as though you want to be by yourself at the beginning of the week. You just want the outside world to mind its business. You want to be possibly with the people you love and the people who are caring. I feel like you're very protective over your frequency at this time. You're very like, you don't want to give away your frequency. You don't want it like distracted or splattered away. The next message is the Strength card, which is Leo. Okay, you're getting a lot of big cards here. I feel as though the beginning of next week, the 19th through the 20th, is really about you getting in touch with what matters to you. I think that you're closing the door on a lot of different responsibilities and like really sitting with yourself so that you feel like what you need to take care of is taken care of. And I think that you really want the outside world to leave you alone and a lot. but I feel like, but I think it's like, because it's not because you hate everyone. It's just because I think that you want to really resonate with what's going on for you. And like you want to really like figure out what is your master plan and what you want for yourself. And you want the interjection of other people just not a part of it. You see it as a distraction. You see it as not helpful. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And then when it's finally time, about Thursday, you're going to reach out to others and share with them what has been going on for you. Maybe with a conversation, or maybe you'll help someone. But this is like recharging your batteries, and more importantly, like sitting with what's important in your heart and not allowing other people to distract you from that. Yeah. Then Friday we have, woo, it's going to be well earned. 5, the Wheel of Fortune. Good for you, Aries. So you know what you want. You know how you want to get it. I think that prosperity is ahead of you. And it's, you know, when, how about this? Imagine something very lucky happening in your life, and you realize in that moment that it's super lucky that you're then and there. And then suddenly whatever you were doing, it's like you drop it. You're like, leave me alone. You slam the door on every type of intrusion and interjection. And you sort of just hyper focus on the thing that's going to bring you success. And I think that's what's going on for you. I think that suddenly it becomes very clear for you what you want and what you don't want. And you know how to get there. You feel like there's not anything in the way of you getting to where you are going. And I think that like, it's like, I don't know. You know, have you guys ever heard like Mariah Carey or Jennifer Lopez only want like white rooms in their like, when they're working, and people kind of like make fun of them for it? But I think they do it because of overstimulation. Like they're overstimulated by lights and all these people, and it's stressful on the nervous system. And I think Kim Kardashian does the same thing. And like these neutral palettes and like this softness that they want around them, it's really about desensitizing because they're so sensitive by what's going on. So it's this kind of frequency. Like you don't, I feel like you really want to nurture yourself and protect yourself. And to add to this, I think you see a good opportunity coming. And so you suddenly everything else doesn't matter, and you realize you have to pay attention. No joke, Aries. This is the best reading I've seen for you guys in a minute. Let's look at this next card before. Oh my gosh. Aries, look at you. The Chariot and the Star. You have the best reading of the year. Like this is destiny. You're going in a good direction. Something amazing is happening in your life. Holy moly. Where are my Aries people? Holy moly. Something amazing is happening for you, and you're going in this amazing direction. It's fate. Trust your instincts. You have this one. Just, you don't need me. You can just go live your life this week. Wow. Wow. Sun in Leo. Big energy. Wow. All I can say is I'm speechless. This is very, very good frequency for Aries. So take your time down, take care of yourself, because as the next weekend approaches, big things are coming your way. Big luck is coming your way. Something very lucky is coming into your life. Some kind of fated interaction. You overcome your problems in the past. You push forward. It's just amazing. I have to say, amazing. Okay, so let's see the... So we have, guess what transit I rolled the dice for you guys about? Jupiter. This could be your luckiest week of your life. So stay tuned, Aries. Don't give your time to anyone. Just go for broke. Go live your life. This is truly amazing. I just feel like nothing but luck and opportunity in your direction. And you guys know how I read. I'm careful to like be dramatic, but this is just pure good luck and drama. Wonderful drama. Okay, so let's see what signs are lucky for you this week. So we have Leo. Leo's very lucky, and it came up in our reading. Leo. And then we have Aries. All the fire signs. It's like Wow. Fire signs. If you know an Aries, got to call them up and be like, what are you doing? They'll be like, I'm busy. Leave me alone. You'll be like, but why? I love you. Okay. So whatever it is, it's very lucky. Wherever you're going, it's very prosperous. Don't let anybody slow your jam, slow you down. When we're in times of like great prosperity like this, sometimes we can start to feel like this will always be the way it is. And so remember that these transits are temporary, right? And so I wish for you success for the rest of your life, Aries. But like the point of what I'm saying is like go after it. Go after what you want. Go live the life you want. Go be the person you want. Don't let anything hold you back, okay? I would say this is the most beautiful spread I've seen in years. Maybe not years, but whatever's going on for you, you're super lucky. And congratulations, Aries. This is very good energy. Okay, so next we have Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome, Libra. Let's take a look at your transits. Overall, I feel like there's some really good energy for Libra. I feel like many of you are heading in good directions and there's a big turnaround for many of you. So I've talked about this in your weekly, so you can check that out there by the Astrology. So we have first, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Queen of Cups. You can choose your order in a minute. Let me just give you guys some cards. Queen of Cups energy. So big heart, a water sign's very important for you this week. On the bottom, we have the Eight of Wands. Someone loves you, Libra, and they're saying that to you. Someone loves you a lot, and they're conveying to you their love, their care, their affection. People are missing their Libras. Libra, you got busy for a while, and so maybe you disconnected from some of your friends and some of your acquaintances. And so at this time, I think that people are like, oh yeah, Libra, where's she at? Or where he at? You know, calling them up and reaching out. It could be a water sign that's reaching out to you, but not necessarily. Whoever this is, they miss you. It's purely an emotional gesture. They love you. They miss you. They want to reach out. They want you to know that they care about you. Okay? And then we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. A powerful conversation between two people. One person wants something of an emotional nature. The other person wants something that makes sense. And so the person who wants something of an emotional nature is trying to convince the person that wants something of that makes sense to like compromise, to understand their perspective. But I feel like that's been a struggle. It's going to work out, but that's where we're at. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The King of Swords is afraid of money. The King of Swords is, this could be a woman, man, any sign. But this person who's critical and rational and critical and wondering what the situation's about is really worried about money, financial circumstances, and so forth. And so I feel like the Queen of Cups wants to convince the Queen of Swords of something, but I think that he's been resistant or resilient because he's worried about the financial outcomes or the financial possibilities. Let's see the next message. But it is going to work out. It's just they're going to have to figure out how to go around achieving the goal, how to go around reaching whatever they want to achieve. This is Thursday or day 4. I feel like there's something still missing in the picture, which means something still has to come up as an opportunity for you to solve this problem. So if you are the Queen of Cups, Libra, don't necessarily push so hard to get them to see your perspective. And if you're the King of Swords, don't be so harsh in your naysaying and your worrisomeness in this situation, because there will be another level to this, another resolution, another opportunity. Here is the next message. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This is the 5th position, or Friday. I think that you guys are, if this is within a relationship, this is a couple trying to take a next step forward. Maybe buy a house and they're worried about money. Maybe they've saved some money, but they're worried about having more money for it and whatnot. And so what's going to happen is that they're going to choose to be careful with their money at this time. So slow and easy, because you don't feel perfectly confident about this direction. But in the meantime, I feel like the Queen of Cups is greatly encouraging the King of Swords. We can do this. Go for this. You know, there's like a lot of like encouraging language. There's the Hermit here. And then we have the Death card, which is Scorpio. Hermit is Virgo. Okay, so I have a feeling that you're waiting for the perfect time, and it's not coming this week for this direction. And so I feel like it's wise to wait. It's wise to wait and see, and things will come that will change your circumstances for the better, and then you will have a better bargaining position. If you're single and not in a relationship, again, the question is money, and the question is this the right time? You feel the urge to I want to see your chart, but I'm not looking at it. But I sense that you have this urge that you want to go after money. You want to go after this thing. It feels like a material thing, like you want to buy the car, you want to go after whatever it is that you want. But there's things that you're aware of that need to be taken care of before you do. And so you decide to wait, and I think that's the best solution. That doesn't mean that the thing you want is not coming. It just means that you want to wait and see what the changes are, and later on you'll have a better position to decide. So if you're not super confident about this direction, even though you're excited about the potential of this, don't do it, okay? So we have Uranus and Taurus right now, Uranus. So it's kind of something taking you out of your life, out of your own way, Libra. You're going in a different direction. I feel like if it's money, it's like something that's quite expensive, like maybe a house or something. It's like it's expensive for you, whatever it is, and you're not sure about it. And wait till you're sure. Do not pursue this opportunity yet. I know I can sense you're very eager about it, but it's just not the right time. And I always say this to you guys, like if you're not sure about something and it's not do or die, like you don't have to do it, then don't do it and wait for a better time to do it. Because if you buy something or if you go a particular direction, that deed is done. You can't take it back. But if you don't do it and you're not sure about it, then a time will come in which you're more sure, and then that will be a better time to start whatever it is you're doing. Okay, so have it in the back burner. Let's see what signs are lucky for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, lots of Scorpio energy, this Queen of Cups. Maybe what she's feeling is legitimate. Maybe what she has in mind is a good idea. Maybe I'm missing something. Let me know in the comments if in your situation it's better that you pursue it. Maybe it's like a cheap house on the market, a financial opportunity. And then we have a Virgo energy here too. So take your time. Don't rush. There is going to be success. There's changes up ahead. They're for the better. But in the meantime, wait before you speak. Wait before you do anything, okay? All right. So good luck to you, Libra. I think overall your frequency is getting really good now. And I think you're on the up and up a lot, especially in comparison to previous years, 2 years, 3 years. Okay, so let's see. We have Sagittarius next. Hi, Sag. How are you? This is just a tarot reading. I did your astrology in detail in the playlist for the weekly, and yours covers the time period until the 22nd, so you may want to check that out. Okay, Sag. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Venus, Mars. Okay. Okay, so here are our 7 cards for Sagittarius. On the bottom is the 4 of Cups. So you have an offer coming, Sag. You have something coming out of the blue. It's quite exciting. You're not expecting it, but it's kind, and it's something that you'll like. So something's coming into your life this week, emotionally driven. Page of Wands. So you're on a new path this week. You're beginning a new path. You're going in a new direction. Definitely like breaking out of where you've been and what you've been up to. You may feel like a lot of people around you are going through a lot of chaos at this time, but you're not really affected by it. So it's like, I could see you going on vacation somewhere this week, because you can look around at your family and friends and they're all going crazy with their own issues and their own circumstances. So I'm just gonna go, like, be in a restful place, let them figure it out, and then I'll come back. I feel like that's your energy. Like, I'll just not contribute to whatever's going on, let them figure it out, and when they do, things will be better and I'll be back. Okay. Then we have the Five of Cups. I think you feel very sorry for someone. It really feels as though someone's going through something you don't have a lot of control over, and you feel a lot of sympathy and compassion to their situation. And I think that, like, you see yourself as unable to somehow help or intervene in what's going on for them, and there's nothing you can do. So rather than antagonize the situation, it's out of compassion you're removing yourself. It's you want to remove yourself, essentially. Yeah, just completely remove yourself so as not to hurt this person who's going through a lot. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like something around this person around you is going through a lot, and financially speaking, they could be cornered. They could be in a financial bind. And so Ace of Pentacles is something coming into their life that's going to be beneficial for them. So I feel like there's just like an intervention. You know, there was like a big unknown in their life. They didn't know what was going to happen, like a loss of a job. Am I going to find another job? So they are going to find another job. It's going to work out. It's just a period of stress for 2 weeks. And this must be someone close to you, because you're definitely thinking about them a lot this week. For you too, there's new beginnings. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are going to get a job offer, Sagittarius. Let's see the next card. We have the Nine of Wands. You're really disconnecting from the people around you. You're definitely doing your own thing this week. And I think it has a lot to do with like avoiding the problems of other people. Not in the sense that you don't care about them, that you're indifferent or whatever else. The reason you're doing this is because out of compassion. You don't want to make it worse. You don't want to add your 2 cents in. You want them to be able to show to you their strength. You want them to be able to show you their confidence, not their weakness. And so I think you're avoiding them so that when things get better for them, they can show you their happiness and you can celebrate it with them. And you're really hoping that that's what they'll reach. So I sense a like helplessness from you, that you don't know how to help a situation, but you feel great compassion for someone. And I also feel as though you're beginning a new journey. You're going somewhere else this week. Maybe like a trip. It feels like a trip, like get out of the place you're in, get out of wherever you're at. You just want to take a break. King of Swords energy, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. So this is on Friday, the 5th house. There's someone who is important who you're having a conversation with. If it's a boss, you're going to have an important conversation with your boss next Friday. Next Friday, the 23rd, is the full moon. And Jupiter and Venus are going to be on a square to Lilith. And Venus is going to oppose Jupiter at that time. So you want to, if you're talking to your boss, do not raise issues to do with like, you know, career stuff, like unless it's of a positive nature, avoid that conversation on the 23rd completely. Don't have a conversation with them about like problematic things. Save those conversations. This week, for everyone who's watching, Thank goodness I always think you guys should watch the whole thing, because like I throw in gems right throughout because I forget just simply to tell you about astrology. Next week is not the week to rehash things. Next week is not the week to like, if you need to bust something down and like break through a wall, sure, by all means. But if it's not the time to like have like a I want to raise kind of conversation, or I did so much for this company, no ultimatums at all, it'll backfire. I have a feeling that you're approaching this person and they have a lot of authority towards you in some way, or you respect their opinion a lot. And so this King of Swords, you're waiting for an answer for them that will be important to you. And then we have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is on Saturday. I think you're good, and this is maybe you too. You need to make a tough decision next Friday. Some of you are making a decision based on work, based on literally quitting a job and going in a different direction. So you may have a job opportunity show up in the midweek for you, and then by Friday you're going to have to make a decision if you're going to quit your job and pursue the other one or not. So you're being very, very critical on Friday, very serious thoughts. But on Saturday, it's going to be a lot of self-care. You might be around a water sign. You might be doing a lot of like healing, get back. So I think your week requires from you a lot of like intense thinking, a lot of like crazy decisions. You just want to leave. You want to go somewhere else. You don't want to be this serious. On Saturday, you get to take care of yourself a bit. And then we have Knight of Swords on Sunday. News coming to you on Sunday that's of an important nature. I feel like you're deciding to make moves, so if you're not from North America, let me clarify that. Like you're that's slang. So you're deciding whether or not which direction you want to go. It's a big life decision. It's financial opportunity, but it would make lots of waves. It would really make lots of people, like it might trigger a lot of people. And so, yeah, it trigger lots of people. There would be like a lot of, like, it would be a shocker for the people around you. And so you're going to spend a good time this week thinking about whether this is the opportunity you want to pursue. Like you're going to surprise them. Okay, so let's see what kind of transit is influencing North Node. This is a big life decision, hey? Big life decision coming up for Sag. There's a lot of people involved. Definitely have the input from several people. Several people have a say in this. The King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. It's almost like you're trying to do something. You're trying to go in a particular direction. And I think that these people are meant to give you this insight, okay? Let's see what your lucky signs are for this week. So your lucky signs, okay, Libra twice, 2 air signs, okay? So we have Libra as very, very important for you at this time, Sag. That's very complimentary. I like this for you. So Libra is your 11th house of social networks. So you have to talk to people this week. Talk to people, figure out the tea, figure out the information. And then we have Gemini, okay? So Gemini is the other sign that's important. And Gemini for Sag is, let me get it right, Aquarius. Oh, I did this with Libra to show off and now I don't know. 3rd, 5th house? No. Oh, hold on. Now I'm embarrassing myself. And I can usually do this, but let me look it up because I suck. Okay, so Gemini is your 7th house. Oh, I should know this. That's ridiculous. That was a brain fart. Sorry, guys. So yeah, 7th house relationships are important. So anyway, I hope you guys are good. Big decisions ahead. A lot of compassion towards someone else, but there's also big opportunities ahead of you, and it's up to you to decide if you want to go in that direction. I think you should. I think it's about getting nerves, like getting your nerve up to actually do this. So it's like, and it could be true that you're in your current environment, things are just not going along in the way that you'd want them to be, right? So anyway, Good luck, Sag, and watch your readings. Maybe there's more information there. Thank you so much, Mari. Nice, and welcome to the membership group. Thank you for becoming member. I took down Super Chat because people were buying it and it was a waste of money. Just become members instead. Then you get free content in the members only playlist. Okay, so next sign is Aquarius. Aquarius, your notifications did not go out. So what we're doing is, if you want to get notified from my channel, leave a comment down below once the video is posted and hashtag notify. And then I'll go through and I'll manually send you guys messages until we figure this out, because some people are not getting notified. Gemini, Virgos, and Aquarians did not get notifications this week. So, okay. And I wasn't over posting. I kind of over posted yours, but I thought the system was broken because it didn't notify Virgo. So I thought I had the extra post. I guess not. Okay, so Aquarian, let's see. Your energy is really good. Okay, so let's put down 7 cards. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Exciting things. It's an exciting time to be Aquarius. Jupiter is entering into Aquarius on the 28th. We have a full moon in Aquarius. I should tell you all this. We have 2 full moons in Aquarius on the 23rd and then next month. And then we have Jupiter entering into Aquarius. So you're getting the power back. The power is with you. The power is returning, Aquarius. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to take over the world? Okay, so exciting things. Okay, Queen of Wands. So you're getting like Stella's getting her groove back. Do you guys remember that movie? So you're getting your spunk back. And you know, the fact that it's that movie, if you know that movie, it's about a woman who kind of like reconnects with her femininity and like passion and stuff, and that's definitely the vibe I'm getting. Like whether you're a man or a woman, you've felt a little bit drab, like you know, the water energy was not serving you, and now that energy's moving into fire and air, you're like, I'm back, folks. You know, like, welcome back. It's like Kramer busting in the door. Like you're Kramer on Seinfeld. I don't know if you guys know, but Kramer had this funny way of opening doors. You can find it on YouTube. Go look at it. That's you. I'm back, everyone. What's going on? Aquarius is back, people. We have the sun. See, good frequency. I feel it for you already. So things turning your way. You like the pace of this energy. You could not give 2 craps about anyone else at this time. Not that you're not compassionate or not sensitive. It's that at this time, it's like it's not serious, but like you're not messing around with this energy. You feel good. You're not going to sacrifice it. Here is the next energy. We have the moon next to the sun. Okay. There is something in your life, Aquarius, that you know is BS. You know somebody's lying to you. You know somebody is playing games. You know somebody is blowing smoke up your butt. But there's no documents. There's no proof what it is. But you know that they're up to BS. And it might be just nothing big deal, but I think you're going to make it your mission to expose whatever thing that they're not telling you. And it could be non-problematic, it could be funny, but I think you're definitely after a mystery this week. The third card is the Page of Swords. Gemini, Aquarius, you want this information bad. You want this new information. You want to know what it is. You also have found out a secret in relation. Some of you have found out a part of the secret about something, and now it's almost like a cat and a bird. You know, when a cat sees a bird, it's never gonna like not know, like let it go. You have to pull the cat away so that it, or the bird has to fly away for it to lose its focus. This is you with this. There's a secret that you know and you're like obsessed. Sherlock Holmes this week, Aquarius. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles. You have an opportunity. It's a very similar frequency to someone else I mentioned, but it's a different one. This is you're zeroing in on something. This is like Aries energy. Watch the Aries reading, but it's not quite the same. This is you. You know when you find out a secret about something and then you're like, everything else falls apart and you're like, this is going to be success, and it has something to do with work. So you're going to have some kind of awareness come to you about success with work, an opportunity, something I think a lot of people don't know about. And so suddenly you it's like you turn on when things like this happen. And Aquarians are very lucky to have the ability to see things before other people do, right? Like your ability to see opportunities or like all that kind of stuff is really close to your sign. And oftentimes you're waiting for other people to catch up for what you've known for like 5 years. So with this frequency, I feel like you find out something. Like you find out like maybe, I don't know, you get the inside scoop on something and it's going to be very much goals for you for now. 6 of Cups next, relationship stuff. For some of you, somebody at work has a crush on you. The moon can indicate a secret feelings. So you find that out. Someone at work has feelings about you or towards you, and like suddenly you're there. All I see is like you getting turned on, but not like in the adult way, in like excitement. And suddenly like something is going on and it's super exciting. Very, very nice frequency. We have Justice. I just feel as though like if there's something to expose or be exposed, then I think that like fairness and neutralization of the situation will happen. The truth will come out. The things will be clarified. There's also an importance of relationships that you have with other people. The 6 of Cups with the moon. There's like an importance of established relationships between yourself and others. And then we have the Ace of Swords. You might sign a contract. This is all going to happen for you in 1 week. Mind you, that Friday, which is this card, 6 of Cups, is very important. I just feel like you see an opportunity and you don't waste any time. And at that same time, I also sense that there could be attraction towards you around work. And I just feel like you're not wasting any time on anything, Aquarius, and no one can distract you. You're hyper-focused on the things you find out, the things that matter to you. There's something that you love around work that you may put action towards. You might get a lawyer to help you to establish your rights with something. I just feel like very quickly you will put action to what you see and make it happen. Congratulations. Very good cards. So we have South Node. This is something to do with your past. This is something to do with things, an interest in the past that's coming into the present. It's almost like let's say that you made kombucha. This is my funny example because I can't think of anything else. Let's say you made kombucha as a teenager, and then you find out that kombucha sales are soaring. Kombucha is a tea, it's a fermented drink. And you're like, wait, man, I have the best recipe for this. Trademark, patent in a weekend. You're going to go after something that's referential to something you already know. And when you find out about this thing, there's going to be no stopping you. You're going to go right after it. In terms of a relationship, you might find out that somebody has favorable feelings towards you. It could be a romantic relationship or a job opportunity. And again, apply right away. Go after it. I just feel like you're not going to waste any time this week. Queen of Wands energy, like you're hyper-focused and super successful. No holding back. Let's see your lucky signs for this week. So we have Sagittarius is lucky. And then Gemini is lucky. And Capricorn is lucky for you. Capricorn's great business partners, get great business advice. Okay, good luck. I know this seemed kind of funny, but it's like an instinctual reading. Your instincts are onto something, and I don't think you're going to beat around the bush about it. I think you're just going to, I see you as literally sitting there sort of bored up until this week. and you're just kind of like hanging out doing your thing, and then something happens and your instincts turn on. You're like, it's game time, and I'm not going to say the other word. You know, so it's like, yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong, right? All right, let's see the next sign. We have Capricorn. I was just talking about, I was giving you good reputation with the Aquarians. Let's see, Capricorn energy for the rest of the week until the 25th of July, okay? So let's see. Just turned it over. Oops. Okay, let's see what's going on. We have the Ace of Swords. So communications this week are very important for you, Capricorn. Important information is going to be shared, or you're going to have to say something. Some of you are going to have to sign documents, and those are all going to be very, very important. Yeah, important communications. Two of Wands, which means that overall this week is going to change your perspective on some things. Some things that you're looking at one way right now, you're going to look at in a different way from here on in. The next card is the Nine of Swords. I think that you see someone's, and listen, it could be something really personal, but overall, I feel like it's almost impersonal relationship, which means that this is not someone you're super close to. But you see someone's behavior, and it's really shitty. Like you really see someone hurt you or someone else, and I think you change your opinion about them. And I think you're going to tell them. I think somebody's conduct, behavior is just really put you off. I think you changed your opinion about someone, and I just feel like good riddance. You have the Fool, a new beginning. This is the best thing that could happen for you this week. Again, I'm not stressing those like personal relationships. It might be, but it feels more like an acquaintance or a friend, someone you don't see all the time, but someone who you were favorable towards and now suddenly no. It's like, you know, seeing someone kick a puppy. If you see someone kick a puppy, are you going to be friends? Can you ever be friends with a person like that again? No, that's what I'm getting. Like you see someone say something, be mean, maybe they dare say something to you. They better not, because that would be scary. The consequences of that would be scary. But the Nine of Swords is indicating that like you have a very quick change of heart about someone who you thought was, I think you probably thought they were great, and I don't think you do anymore. I think they're completely written off in a heartbeat. And that's when people say you're heartless. The only time Capricorns are heartless is in situations like this, where it's like Capricorns stick really close to the truth. You guys are straight shooters. If somebody's messing around with this energy, you don't have time. And you have this Fool. Unapologetically move forward. No looking back, new beginning. If you watched my astrology at the beginning of this video, you would know that Uranus is finally like off of its harsher aspects that it's been under for the last few years since it entered into Taurus. So we're finally seeing Uranus like really giver and change our lives. So look where 15 degrees of Taurus is in your life, and suddenly you're just popping. Things are happening for you wherever that is in your chart. Okay, and in the Capricorn chart, this is happening in your 5th house for your sun, moon, and rising. So if this is like someone who you had a crush on, maybe it's a friend who you secretly were hoping would turn into a more friend, and then suddenly it's not like even worth it. New opportunities in love. And for all of you, new opportunities in happiness, love, 5th house, frequency. Very, very nice. Then we have the Justice card in for Thursday. Don't be worried about this situation. Justice will be served. Some of you are going to be serving the justice, not in a vindictive way, but like kicking a puppy, you kick them, right? Like pretty much. I don't condone violence, but the Justice card is justice will be served. I feel like some of you might sit there and worry about like whatever happened, whatever you were privy to, whatever you became aware of. And I think that fairness will come through in this situation. So don't be wary of this situation. Then we have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I feel like new things are starting up for you this week, Capricorn. You're definitely leaving something behind. I don't think it's like emotionally resonant. So I don't feel like it's emotionally resonant, which means that don't be worried about your closest relationships that are super heart triggering, right? This is something that you aren't having an emotional crisis letting go of. It's just a change. It could be a coworker, like you realize your coworker's a jerk. It's just an easy write-off, right? So you have the Page of Swords here with the Fool. New things start coming into your life almost immediately. New things to think about, new things to be interested in. Then we have the Moon. I think that it really bothers you, whatever you have found out, whatever. I could see you by Sunday saying something if you haven't said it in the immediate present. You could even be thinking about writing them a text or writing an email in some way. I think you're really like just disgusted by something. But we have the Sun as the outcome. Good card. So release all the worry or the stress. It's almost like plucking out a splinter from your finger, like it hurts in your finger until you pluck it out. Just quickly address the issue, nip it in the bud, and enjoy your new beginning. I like this frequency. It's just getting over it, getting over the situation. Let's see what kind of transit is guiding you at this time. Venus in love. Your compassion for others informs your decisions about people, and it just makes it very easy to decide who's worth your time and who's not. Let's see what signs are lucky for you, Capricorn. We have Tauruses twice. I was talking about Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus at this time. So the Fool card is ruled by Taurus, by Uranus. So at this time, it's closely connected with Taurus energy. Tauruses will give you insights and like, hey, bro, don't worry about it. Carry on. Go in this new direction. There's that inspiration from Taurus. And then we have Aries, also very important for you at this time, Capricorn. So best wishes in that. Don't worry about the circumstance. I just think it's water under a bridge. Like, don't worry about it. Let it go. Move on, you know. It was fun while it was lasted, but not really. It doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so congratulations, Cap. Move on. Be happy. Here is your next message for Cancer. Hi, Cancers. So let's take a look at what your week is like. Okay. On the bottom, I see 2 of Pentacles. I'm not using the astrology for this. We did a lot of astrology in your weekly, so go into the description, find the playlist, and check it out. So 2 of Pentacles, making a decision about something, but you have 2 different opinions about it. So you're in limbo about something or someone. You don't really know what to do. And here's our big love card. So I have two of Cups in this deck. One's more of the friendship variety, and this is like the love. This is Venus and Cancer, by the way, for all of you Venus and Cancer friends. So I feel like you have very good opinion towards someone. Someone's very close to you in your heart, and you really feel like a warm call towards this person. We have Jupiter energy. Ooh, Jupiter is in Pisces for a week more. So that's in aspect to those of you who have transits on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. So I feel as though you really like someone. I really sense that you have very sincere feelings towards someone. You look up to them. It could very well be mutual. Let's see the next message. We have, wow, Cancer, it's getting steamy. Lovers. I just feel as though, what is stopping you though? That's the question. Two of Pentacles. So we have the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 of Cups. If that's not a perfect love connection, then I don't know what is. I feel like maybe this person, you ask a Virgo, I can find a reason. Virgos can analyze anything. So the person of your heart's desire may have responsibilities towards their family, and that does not mean something unfair to anyone. It just means that they might have responsibilities to their part of their life is committed to their family in some way. And I think that maybe that splits their attention or their availability. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. That's for Thursday. For Friday, we have the Seven of Swords. I think that in the past, one person ran away from, this is a love reading, guys. And I know I'm so excited because Cancers live for this stuff. So in the past, one person ran away from someone else. There was an offer made. There was serious feelings involved. And I feel like somebody was evasive. They didn't explain why they were leaving possibly, but I feel like they messed up. Like someone messed up here. Someone was being very genuine and forthright. I know my Knight of Pentacles is sort of insane, but someone was very generous, forthright and full open-hearted energy. And it was received with Seven of Swords. This is awkward, very, very awkward behavior. Like, not responding in turn. Someone tells you they love you and you say thank you, like that's very nice. But like you secretly love them too. So this happened. Okay, so I think that there's like an air of embarrassment here. Here's Saturn with the World card. But I feel like there's such a powerful connection here. Okay, let's look at the last card. Five of Pentacles. Because of all the other cards around it, the Five of Pentacles is very resonant. These people need each other. So even if you feel like you've messed up, Cancer, I'm not pointing the finger at you, but I think it's you. But I kind of am. I feel like you pulled away in a situation and you regret it. And I feel like you really regret it, but I think you're meant to be together. And I don't, you know how I read, I don't try to say something that's not there, but I think there's like a mutual need for each other with the Five of Pentacles. Like, it's not really about the moment. You can't mess up in the moment. The bigger picture is that like there's a space for each other in each other's lives, and you sort of need each other to live. Like, for your life's journey, you're highly complementary to each other. That's why there's such a strong, powerful connection. But there's all this doubt, like, they say love and you say thank you. It's so funny. Okay, so remember, I haven't really read my quote for today. Your hopes, dreams, and aspirations are legitimate. They are trying to take you airborne, above the clouds and above the storms, if you only let them, Cancer. This is like quintessentially for you. Okay, so let's see what you're being guided by, which transit. So it's Pluto. So there's your Pluto in the 7th house. You're probably so shell-shocked from your past experiences that you just had an awkward moment. But I think that things are going to come back around. I think that I just feel like the energy is overwhelmingly, it's not even about energy. It's like two people who fit very well together. They're not meant to be together. Like, they're just a very good complement to each other. And they this Five of Pentacles is like, they need things from you and you need things from them. It's like a very complementary thing. The point is that now you, rather than feeling awkward about it, then whoever did this needs to turn around and be open and have more positive conversation moving forward. Okay, so let's see your lucky signs for this week. I know this. I felt this because I'm a Venus in Cancer. I know I do this all. This is such a Venus in Cancer thing, okay? This is such a Cancer thing. Not act like having a crush and then stonewalling someone. Yeah. So we have Pisces, Cancer, energy, and Virgo. Hey, girl, hey. So you do have all of that. This is the love crew. Venus, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, and Virgo. It's like, if you have these, tell me in the comments if you have these placements in your top 3. Venus, Cancer, I keep on calling Pisces Venus. Pisces, Cancer, and Virgo. If you have those 3, you're a woman, very, very lucky emotionally, very, very like, you're all about love. I wonder what you do for a living. Just a very nice frequency. So good luck, Cancer. I don't think you messed it up, in other words. I don't think you messed it up. And if it's not a love situation, because let's just acknowledge other circumstances, you can also feel like you misstepped on a situation and you're having worried thoughts about it. The place needs you. The person needs you. They need you. Nothing's been permanently ruined. You may have to put in some effort to reassert your interest, to reassert, positive energy, but like nothing's broken permanently yet. Okay, so be positive. Things will work out. Okay, so then we have Leo. Meow, meow. Happy birthday, Leos. Sun in Leo on the 22nd this week. That's exciting. And it comes with so much drama this week. This week is so drama-filled, but we'll get through it. No evil shall prosper. And let me read this quote to you guys just to bring Leo on board since it's their birthday. Your hopes, dreams, and aspirations are legitimate. They are trying to take you airborne, above the clouds, above the storms, if you only let them. Beautiful energy. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's go. We have, Leo, happy birthday, Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter's moving into Aquarius on the 28th, which is very, very fortunate for you. It's a very good transit for you. You'll be there until December. So, lucky week. Leo, if it's your birthday, happy birthday, you guys. Here is the next message. We have Sagittarius, Temperance card. Carefully moving towards something that you want. A Sagittarius may be very important for you at this time, Leo. There's like something beautiful that you're bringing into your life. I don't know if it's art that you're making or like you're just in some way enjoying the beauty of your life. Then we have the sun. The sun's been coming up for a lot of the people who are born in the summer. Leo, Cancer, Virgo, we all got the sun. It's a happy time at this time. Good things are coming in, good energies coming in, good frequency, happiness and excitement. Something new is beginning. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, possibly. This does not have to be a water sign. This does not have to be a male. But there's someone who, this is like your ideal open-hearted person reaching out to you with love, serious about love, serious about relationships. This could also be you really moving towards what you want and securing what's in your heart in your future. But it just feels as though there's very good energy moving towards you. A person who you really like could have mutual feelings towards you at this time. You're spending time with someone who makes you feel really good. Let's see the next message. We have the Three of Swords. So I feel like getting over something is a big theme for you, and it's come up for many years. And that, I think, again, you know what? The astrology that I described for this week, in which your heart is so open through the 12th, through the 18th of July, and then all these intense transits show up from the 18th until the 25th or so. It's kind of like why you get the Three of Swords so much, because you're so open that when we're open, we're more vulnerable, right? And there's like a bravery to being open. When you're brave with your heart, when you're brave with your soul, you take the risk that somebody can hurt you. And those are the most brave people that, despite the fact that it could potentially lead to heartbreak, they still love, they still have their heart open. So the fact that this comes up for you guys, don't allow it to discourage you, because it's kind of like you're brave for having tried, but I do feel like this is in the distance. This is not your current situation at all, but I feel like you're still processing a broken heart from the past. You're still working through the consequences of it, and on Thursday you might think about it a bit. And then we have the High Priestess. just really understanding love on a deeper level, love on what people want, love what people need. It could be true that this week, Leo, somebody could say something to try to trigger this subconsciously, or they're actually trying. They could say to you something that could be, you know, just, I don't know. Sometimes when we're down, people try to kick us, just mean people. So it's that kind of frequency. I think that you're really understanding things on a very deep level between yourself and someone else. And don't let someone discourage you from the experience you're having. The experience you're having is fulfilling. It's rich. It's taking you in a good direction. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel as though someone around you is extremely generous. Somebody around you wants to give you a lot. They want to show you love. They want to show you happiness. Maybe in some way you're facing the fears of experiencing that with someone, and you're allowing yourself to actually have that interaction. Then we have the Page of Wands, a new beginning. Yeah, you're definitely trying something new, Leo. Trying a different direction despite the fact that it was scary before, despite the fact that it didn't work out before. You're going to try now. And I think that you also understand that you now know things that you didn't know before that are going to protect you. Okay, so let's see what transit is watching over you at this time. So whatever's going on is destiny. You've met someone, sparks fly. If you're in a relationship, your partner's very open. There's just a lot of good frequency coming to you at this time. Very loving energy. Very nice. I'm very happy for you, Leo. Let's see which signs are most important for you at this time. We have Scorpio. We have Pisces. And we have Virgo, okay? So Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo are lucky for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So say hi to us. and yeah, I wish you all the best. I wish you have a happy birthday. Something very encouraging is happening that's making you really want to go in some direction. Let your heart fly. Try different possibilities. You're excited about something. And you're putting effort back into the world to get it. Whatever you want. Despite the past, you're definitely going after it. And the North Node indicates that there's some form of destiny that has to do with that. It's like a fated thing that's meant to happen. And it might change your life for the better. And this King of Cups could be making some kind of offer towards you that's tied to all this. So it's all very like sweep you away, or the opportunities coming sort of frequency. Very nice, Leo. Happy birthday again. Okay, so now we have Gemini. I know I saw people asking for Gemini. I'm sorry, I didn't choose the order. The order chooses itself. Don't be mad. Okay, Geminis. Sun, Moon, and Rising. And happy belated birthday to Geminis. I guess we're finishing Cancers. Time's flying this year. Whew. Okay. So let's see, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, your video, I knew I was going to say something to you guys. Your video did not get notifications out for the weekly. You can find it in the playlist. I'm going to change the name, so I don't know what it's called, but the playlist right here has all your videos, your love for the rest of the year and this week's weekly. Sorry about that. There was a glitch in the system. Okay, let's take a look, Gemini. Hi, Geminis. Geminis for this week. Good things coming to Gemini. The North Node is in Gemini. You should be at a high point at this time, Gemini, in terms of your life and circumstances. Look at this. Happy birthday, Gemini. Ace of Cups. New relationship opportunities. Heart opening up. You're just excited about everything that's going on, everything that's happening for you. I think I'm repeating myself by saying this, but I said it for another sign. When we're going through a really good transit, which you're going through right now with the North Node and Aldebaran, we may feel as though this frequency will now last forever. So your good luck is coming forever and ever, and you're fine, and don't worry. be wary of thinking like that. Go after the opportunities that are coming into your life this week. They are blessings and new relationships. Very exciting. Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Someone who's youthful approaches you. It's kind of like an unexpected direction. It's kind of an unexpected person or frequency that is interested in you, or it comes out of the blue. Uranus is coming out of its shell in your 12th house. Ooh, unexpected people from around the corner. You could literally walk around the corner of a street and bump into someone and fall in love and be like, hello. And they could be the most different person than you've ever met. Likewise for friendship. It doesn't have to be just love. Then we have Fool with the new beginning, opening up. I have this vision of you walking around the corner and bumping into something. It could be a person or it could be an opportunity. And then suddenly something comes in, like just smashing into your life in the best way possible. 10 of Swords next, which is Sun in Gemini. I feel like some of the things that you've been contending with up until now in your current circumstances, the moment that you know you're going in a different direction, it doesn't matter. So if you're dating other people, the moment you meet this person, who cares about the rest? The moment this new opportunity comes out, this new set of excitement, who cares about everything else? I feel it's very good luck for you to let go of past grievances. Past grievances and worries. There's new beginnings that you're excited about. Your mind's on a different page. You're interested in something new. Follow up in that direction. Then we have the Empress energy, moving quick in the fourth position. I have a feeling that there's, for some of you, something very lucky is coming up for you involving your child or involving your being pregnant or having children. So congratulations. And if you're getting pregnant right now, it's going to be very, very lucky this week. So work on it. But I feel as though like new things coming through, giving your life new life and new direction, new vibrancy, like feeling like very, very activated by what's going on. And then we have the Sun. All of the late spring to summer people are getting the Sun. Blessings coming in, good luck, good energy. I feel like this is the perfect time for you to, with all these frequencies that I described in the astrology this week, the 19th through the 25th, all the like pesky things that could bother us, you simply can ignore because the new direction is so good. It's like there's no reason to worry about what bothered you maybe a week ago. And then you have Judgment, which is Pluto energy. You make a decision for yourself. The decision is huge. It's almost like, let's say you have a grievance with someone in your hometown and like you see them and it's always back and forth and it's always sort of petty and pestery and just not cool energy. And then you decide to move to a different country. Hello, Gemini, going somewhere. big road ahead of you. And I think I got this before in your other readings. Does that relationship with that person that you were having friction with matter when you decide on this new path that you're on? No, because they're not a part of it, right? So there's no reason to have any sort of interaction with whatever it is because you're so excited about this new direction. Let's see the next message. 3 of Wands. It will involve waiting and taking some time. So there will be some waiting. You'll have to wait a little bit. You'll have to sort of wait for things to finalize and work themselves out. But this new direction will be so prosperous. Look, Fool, Empress, the Sun, Last Judgment. And something you're very excited about. At first I thought it was like romance, and I think that that's possible. But I feel like it's something just for you, something that you're very excited about, something that you cultivate. Here are your transits. we have Mars. So again, you're not the only one. I think Scorpio got Mars too. It's like pedal to the metal, put in the work. It's go time. You will still have to wait at the end of it all for things to kind of finalize and come together, but you're off onto a new thing, and it's much better. And then we have Capricorn energy is important for you at this time. So Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Cancer energy is important at this time. And Virgo energy is important at this time. So earth and water, supportive. But I don't see, look, there's no other court cards except this Page of Swords, which I think is actually you. So I don't think this is about anyone else. I think this is, you're another one of, there's like 3 signs that are like hyper focused. Aries, Aquarius, where it doesn't matter what anybody else says. You're doing you. You're doing what you have in mind. So congratulations. It looks exciting. It looks like you can't move on fast enough, right? You can't move on. Like, I just feel like the pestery energy of next week is like, it's so dead and done for you that like you're just like, I don't want to have this conversation. That's what I feel like you saying. Like, I don't even want to have this conversation. This is such a waste of my energy. So Pisces, last but not least. Hi Pisces. Thank you for waiting. Let's see your frequency for this week. Excuse me. Okay, here, I'll take a little sip. I've been fighting it, but I'm gonna do it. Oh. My ice cube melted into my coffee. It's not very, still something. Watered down coffee. Fun stuff. Okay. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3 for Pisces. Okay. So on the bottom is the 7 of Wands. I think 3 signs got this card on the bottom. Stick to your own guns. Defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. Mars. Mars in Leo. Self-confidence. Maybe this is Saturn in Leo. I don't remember. I have to double check. But it's something in Leo. I think Mars, I think it's probably Saturn. Defend yourself. Self-confidence. Stick up for yourself, Pisces. This is the frequency. Then we have the Magician, the only time the Magician has come up this reading this week. So there's something really powerful, an action that is very powerful that you do or that you take on that will be very successful. Remember, the moon will enter Pisces on the 25th and will be in Pisces until the 28th. That seems a little bit long. Well, it's late in the day on the 25th. For some of you, it enters on the 26th. So the moon will be in Pisces most of the 26th and the 27th, and then transit into Aries on the 28th. Those are lucky days for you. I feel like you're going to respond to something. That doesn't mean a confrontation, but I feel like this is your time to act, to take your life in the direction you want. Then we have Justice, or the card of Libra. I feel like you're making something, you're going to correct something to make sure that it's okay. Again, it's not necessarily a confrontation, but whatever's out of whack and whatever has been distorted, you're going to fix. Hanged Man, be patient with the outcome, Pisces. Be patient with, like, you're putting a lot of effort behind something, so don't be disheartened if it doesn't have an immediate outcome that you want. Don't look for immediate gratification. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You're pursuing something with regard to work or success at this time. I feel like it's a very busy week ahead of you. A lot of work to finalize things, to make sure that you get the kind of outcome you want. You're very controlling of this situation. That doesn't mean that Pisces is controlling, but I think you're making sure that you're in the right place at the right time. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. And so I feel as though someone might come help you with a situation. You might get like help with business advice or legal advice. Somebody comes in to help you. This is very likely somebody who you've helped in the past, and this is going to help you along. I feel as though in your life there's a big push to correct something at this time in this week, which means that whatever has happened in your life that has been limiting for you is going to be corrected, and you are going to do the correcting. The next message is the Lovers card. And so this is for Saturday next week or day 6, whatever you prefer. I feel as though people are coming together behind what you're doing. So you have support of what you're doing. At first, you might do it a bit on your own, but I think you're going to have the support of people around you, and people are supportive of this. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're going your own direction and you're taking full responsibility of this. So like starting a job or starting your own business. I feel like you've been like held back by something, and then you're like, that's enough at this point. And so you're actually taking the steps in the direction that you want to pursue. And at first you're maybe wondering if anybody's going to be by your side. And I think that they will be. The Knight of Pentacles. It feels like partnership, like someone is with you through it all. Somebody is helping you. And I feel like, there's like this profound energy of kinship, solidarity, and friendship. So other people around you are supporting you in your cause. You still will have to work, which is the Two of Pentacles. You're still sort of forging your own path. And you need to wait for some things to come of this, but you're taking the first steps now. Okay, so now let's see the... oh, shoot. Well, Libra is important for you. I was going to throw something else, but Libra is important. Okay, let's see what transit is important for you at this time. And Justice is Libra, so a Libra person may be very important. Mars, again, initiating energy. All these frequencies that I described in the astrology that are like annoying or like frustrating, like square angles, many of you will feel, this is not just Pisces, many of you will feel irritated and will simply want to disengage from frustration, petty bickering, self-esteem, because like I think now you have some vision of what you truly want. And with that vision reaffirmed by this week, the 12th through the 18th, it's harder to discourage you of where you're going. Okay, 2 more signs that are important. We have Libra. Libra comes up again, so Libra is very important for Pisces, and then Cancer. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this video. I will be away for a few days now, but I think you have a lot to choose from right here in the description and at the end. So I'll be back probably for the full moon. If I'm not, then don't worry about me. Just enjoy the videos, and I'll be back soon. And members, your videos are coming. This week's weekly was supposed to be a members video, but I started doing it and I was like, this has to go out for everybody because it's important for everyone. So it's just, I don't try to make membership like, I don't know, like if it's something very important, everybody's going to hear it. Members get bonus content, deep dives, and all of this stuff. But I don't try to screw anyone who can't afford it, or you know what I mean. So I try to offer like a comprehensive information for everyone. So members, thanks for being patient with that. And thanks for everyone. Thanks, Connie, for being here, my moderator, my ride and die. And I'll read all of your comments later. You guys did a wonderful job today, and I hope you are enjoying all the content. And let me know your thoughts just in the comments, anything you have to say. Thank you so much.